Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, April 1st, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is all of life and the cosmos is helping me realize and recognize who I am. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Happy April Fools. No April Fools here. Only my version of the truth? I don't know. From my perspective, I just realized I didn't even look at the cards yet. Today, we have Mercury going retrograde, and I just recorded my month ahead for my Patreon group, and I have to say that this month is bonkers. Between the Mercury retrograde, this eclipse coming in a week, and the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, plus some like North Node meetups. Oh my goodness. This month is bonkers. Ground in, hold on, get ready for a ride, because here we go. So, I do not hate on Mercury retrogrades. I'm usually relieved when they're over because I usually have had enough of the Mercury mischief. However, I think any retrograde is so beneficial to us because it helps by rolling back and forth over energies so that we can learn things. Now, what I find fascinating is that this Mercury retrograde, which will go until the 25th, will actually end up hanging out back where the North Node is, and pulling on that South Node energy. So Mercury, during like this eclipse, this big eclipse in Aries, is kind of like gonna mosey on back and be like, all right, here we are at the North Node again. Are you getting it? Are you understanding? Are you able to follow this golden path? Are you figuring out who you are? Are you figuring out that the world desperately is calling for you to be who you are? And let go of those masks. Let go of the politics. Let go of the fear of being your truest I am self. So that to me is what this retrograde is helping. It's helping us peel through layers, masks that we've put on over time to survive here on this planet, but helping shift and peel through these layers to get to more authentic soul self. This month is a beautiful month for internal work. What I love, though, is that the universe will not leave us high and dry. In the times that you cannot do the inner work, the universe will be sure to show you what you need to work on outside of you. So if there are things that are making you crazy outside of yourself, pay attention, because it's trying to teach you. It's trying to show you something. What else do I have to say about this Mercury retrograde? Officially, allegedly, it begins at 3:14 p.m. Pacific time. But we're here. We're in it. It's happening. It's already happening. Besides this, we have the moon in Capricorn. And the moon in Capricorn is hoping to keep everything in order. Moon in Capricorn's like, okay, Mercury retrograde, hit me with your best shot. Mercury's like, aye, aye, Captain. So watch for that. Moon in Capricorn, though, is connecting to Mars early in the morning. While this energy is muddy because we have Mars in Pisces, I think this is some great motivation to start on a Monday morning. Just take it easy and take it slow because, again, Mercury moving into its retrograde pattern will take any excuse to bring on the mischief. So ease into your day, be slow, and pay attention. We have the sun and the moon squaring in the evening. This is always an interesting square between sun and Aries, moon and Capricorn. Anything Aries and Capricorn is interesting because Capricorn is kind of like the grandparent, whereas Aries is like the baby. And so there's integration here. They may be like, hey, old timer, you don't have this figured out. Or, hey, tadpole, you don't have this figured out. And yet both bring different information that can help the other. And I think that's something all of us need to remember. We all hold pieces of the information. So just remember that in and through this energy. Now, you may feel some frustration because things are either moving too fast or too slow. Let's find Goldilocks somewhere in the middle and find her just right. I think that's going to be one of the frustrations of this month as I was looking ahead, is like that too fast versus too slow feeling. Things are going to be moving rapidly, and at the same time, it may feel like it's also crawling by. So, which leads to exhaustion. Moon and Saturn are how we ending up the night. Again, really interesting connection between Capricorn and Pisces. And I just think the universe is like trying to infuse our shoulds with like divine intervention. Listen to the universe. Remember spiritual law. Let that guide you instead of getting stuck in societal loops that are no longer working for us. So, as we peel through the layers. I also have the inner voice card. Listen to your intuition. Let that help guide you in and through these energies. Like I said, this month ahead is bonkers. I guess I should look at this week ahead. I like to look at the week ahead a little bit. Few highlights for this week ahead. Venus will be moving into Aries on the 4th, and that is when the Sun and the North Node are also going to be conjunct. Lots of North Node activity this month, like I said, helping us find new layers of our own personal follow the yellow brick road energy. We're a week out from the big eclipse. Just know you're going to be feeling it, and like I hopefully said, because when I record double, I'm like, did I say this here or did I say this somewhere else? But in case I didn't say it, watch for reactive energies. Know that there's a lot of healing coming up in this eclipse. I'm going to mention one more thing with this. There's a lot of healing potential in this eclipse, but a lot of times we have to feel our way through it. I do want to mention, people have been asking me, what do I think about viewing an eclipse? I think that it's so important to listen to yourself. If you think that it's bad, you should not be looking at an eclipse because you are just, putting that energy, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Don't put that energy out there. Don't do it. Go inward, do your own stuff if that's what you feel. I personally do not feel like there's anything wrong with looking at an eclipse, but I'm also very surrendered. So here I am. I'm like at 99%, apparently. Not quite totality. Like a 45-minute drive that way will be totality. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I haven't decided. I have surrendered it to the universe because we have a lot of cloud cover here. So a lot of astronomical events have been cloudy for me here. And I always figure, as much as I want to, I'm probably not meant to see this for whatever reason. So I kind of hold space for like what happens and allowing. But really listen to your own discernment. I believe that the myth of not seeing that is because crazy things do amp up during eclipse times. And so, an eclipse is bad, it's bringing these things. Eclipses bring change. Change is hard, period, right? So it's not bad or good. It is challenging. And that's just kind of my perspective. But it's so important to honor what your soul calling is saying. So I'm going to leave that here for today. You can book a reading with me. We can dig into the eclipse. We can dig into some of this other stuff coming up. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.